Simply put, this movie is garbage. If that's all you needed to know, skip this video. If you want to know why it's garbage, then stick around. So there's been a popular trend going on for a while now with movies like this, that the main horror element of the movie is no longer the story, scenes, or visual effects, but instead it's all about the music, playing throughout the majority of the film, setting up a false, eerie atmosphere, even when nothing is really happening that is relevant to the plot. This seems to be novice directors' go-to method of horror filmmaking 101, and this pretty much sums up this entire movie. Everyone has their own taste in film, so I'm sure there will be others that will like this type of storytelling, but for me, Sinister's opening credits put me on edge more than this entire movie did. Playing horror music doesn't qualify any film as a horror movie. You still need a good story and characters. Music is a side dish to the main course. It is not the main course, and this film doesn't seem to understand that. I don't like talking about the plot in reviews, but I have to mention this one because it's so ridiculous. A coal miner is killed by a mysterious creature at an excavation site with his father being a witness. So instead of getting help or the authorities involved, the father takes it upon himself and his friends to guard the site and keep others from finding out about it. That's it. So stupid plot makes stupid characters makes a stupid movie. I would say this falls more into a monster drama story if there is a category. This film doesn't check any of the boxes necessary for a horror movie, like having actual scares. If I had to guess, I'd say the real audience for movies like this are film students. Sadly, the movie seems like it was also written by a film student as its first script. This is the kind of film that's perfect for a classroom evaluation of the do's and don'ts of filmmaking. It has a very weak setup with an even weaker payoff, if I could even call it a payoff, and I say that because the tone of the movie is the same from start to finish. Again, another reason why scary music should only be used sparingly at the right time and not throughout the entire movie. The Devil Below depends more on dark atmospheric music to try and draw the audience into an eerie setup, but because it does it so often, it's like The Boy Who Cried Wolf. That when something scary does happen, at least according to the movie it's supposed to be scary, yet it becomes just another scene. I went back and checked the time code to see how long this music was playing before the second supposed scare, and it was 35 minutes in. 35 minutes of scary music while the entire time nothing was happening. Just lots of talking and walking at locations nowhere near the creature site. The trailer is also misleading as it gives off a The Descent vibe or even Tremors. But don't be fooled, it's not even close to any of it. The creatures are never fully seen and the use of image skewing is ridiculous. And it's like something from an 80s B movie. Yes, this movie literally skews and blurs the video image of the creature as one of its special effects. In my review of Kenshin, I mentioned that Netflix has a good variety of films of many genres, and I still believe that. Even with movies such as The Devil Below and also The Wind, which is basically the same movie, just different story and plot, but same style of weak storytelling and overuse of scary music. Now this isn't really a Netflix studio problem because these are films that Netflix licenses or purchased, and this tired and ineffective style of storytelling doesn't seem to be slowing down because they're cheap to make. There are some gems you'll find here and there, just take some patience, and if you've been paying attention, notice how I couldn't find The Devil Below in a Netflix's horror category unless I do a search for it. It's personalizing my list based on my thumbs down rating and recommending other titles in a genre based on ranking and recommendations from others in Netflix. It's wonderful, but it limits browsing of all titles unless you do a name search. And as for pros, it has decent cinematography. Decent as in, it doesn't look as cheap as the story plays out. It looks more like WB-TV with crappier lighting or FX channel. It's okay. And the acting is also okay for what the movie offers. So if a horror movie plays ominous and eerie music for 10 minutes straight without anything happening on screen that's related to plot details, that's your clue to skip it and not waste your time. Thanks for watching. Till next time.